15. Welcome to the Mindfulness Broadcast. My name is Tiffany Grimes and I am with Empower Coaching and Training, and this is one of 3 free offerings that we put out into the universe. For our own practice, our own scheduled ongoing accountability to our own practice, and then just to help build our community in terms of build resources for our community is what I should say. We get the opportunity to work with so many amazing individuals through our contract work and through our coaching work and our professional development. And so we just love, so many ahas happen in those settings. And we love to just go, here's an easy weekly place to tap in to provide some ongoing support, because awareness, self-awareness is the foundation of all good intentional practices and change. But the rewiring of our brain, the ability to build these brain pathways to mindfulness, to intentionality, to emotional intelligence, to self-regulation, that is practice. So it's the self-awareness of, wow, I have a lot of control over how I respond, how I interact with what I can't control, the words that I use, the boundaries that I set, the relationships that I engage in. I have a lot of influence and control over that. That's that self-awareness. And then daily, I have to practice it so that I actually have that ability to do it when the time counts, when the moment counts, when the energy needs to be exerted. I've already got a brain pathway built. So this is one of those offerings, and I'm so glad you're here. Another one of those offerings is the Rewired podcast. And I put an episode, this is several episodes ago, but it is one that I really like. It's a solo episode that I did. I liked the research that I brought into it because it was meaningful for the moment I was in my life. And it's called You Can't Outthink a Dysregulated Nervous System. So, that dysregulation is really where we want this practice. We want those brain pathways built in so that when my prefrontal cortex is offline, I already have a pathway built to get it back online. And that's generally what we're wanting. And we can't think literally in those moments. And so we have to do the construction of those brain pathways to be able to do that work. So the link is in there. Again, that is, I don't remember what episode I put in there. I don't think it says it in the link, but the title of it is that you can't outthink a dysregulated nervous system. So I think it's about a 25-minute listen. So anyway, that's in there should you want to go a little bit deeper. Today, I want to just quickly touch on what I want to bring into this practice, and then we'll get into our meditation. And we are, tomorrow's August 1st, and I am in a home of 2 middle schoolers, and August 1st marks the beginning of the end, the beginning of the end of summer. And I think, clearly most of us here are past our middle school age era, but we can also probably associate with that. For me, it's like I need to get the camping in, and I need to get the garden taken care of, and I need to get the fall crop sown, and for them, it's the beginning of the dreaded school year. And what I'm noticing is that their anxiety is increasing, but we're still weeks away from an actual start date of the thing that they dread. And there's already this wake up in the morning, oh God, we're one day closer to school. Oh, it's one less day of summer. And again, as I'm thinking about that through their lens, but at 52 or however old I am, 51, I think I'm 52, I can associate with that in a million different ways of my life. I think about that every weekend. I think about that every vacation. I think about that it's the Sunday dreads, and Monday's the work day, and these things I wanted to get done over the weekend, and how this anxiety, this preemptive anxiety over something I'm not even in yet, is decreasing my current ability to be intentional and present and in the very thing I want to be in, summer, weekend, whatever it is, right? And so just that awareness of how we diminish the present moment on this anticipatory future. And so being able to come back to right now, this is good. Right now, I am in a weekend. Right now, I'm not on a Zoom meeting. Right now, I am, in exactly what it is I want. So let me be present in this. And that can be a conversation, that can be a weekend, that can be a summer, whatever that is for us. So we're going to build that pathway through our breath and through our presence. So close your eyes or take a soft gaze and just allow your energy to go from kind of the outward world. Take a moment just to notice that outside world. You're hearing my voice. You might be hearing keyboard clicks. You might be hearing people talk. You might hear birds, depending on wherever you are. And just imagine a camera kind of panning from all of that inward into your breath, into your heartbeat. See if you can continue to journey inward, allowing yourself to rest on your breath if you can. And as you do that, feel energy and strength coming up from your feet, grounded, strongly connected, and whatever version of that is for you and your body. That energy and groundedness coming up through your pelvis, through your spine, feeling your shoulders lock back, your chest rise, your head lift, your chin tuck, and then your belly soften. Embracing this concept of strong back, soft front. We've got an open heart, a soft belly, this vulnerability that just is part of our human journey, part of every day, every relationship, every choice. This openness, this softness exists. Balanced and in relationship with the strong back. Our ability to endure, to persevere, our grit. And again, it's part of every moment, every choice. Feeling your breath push the belly out as it goes deep into those lungs. And then feeling the belly fall as the diaphragm pushes all that air back out. And even in that, recognizing the duality. The breathing in, the breathing out. The openness, the close. Letting it in and then letting it go. Allowing your physical body to send a message to your brain. We are safe. We are present. open. I am strong. I am vulnerable. I have control. I have no control. All of that is true. And just allowing us to be present in all of it. Breathing in, breathing out, keeping that belly soft and the back strong. I am completely focused. I am utterly distracted. Knowing it can all exist at once. We have the ability to hold it all and to be present with it without allowing us to tip over into any of those fully. Meaning, I'm not going to say I'm a distracted person, I'm an anxious person. I'm just going to hold that precipice, that balance point, and say, I have anxiety. I have moments of anxiety. I feel anxious in this moment about what's coming. And I'm loving this moment that I'm in and grateful for this moment that I'm in. Breathing in, breathing out. And if I just stay with that example of the anxiousness about what's coming versus being present in what is, as I remind myself that I can hold all of that, I might also get curious about how I can be where my feet actually are. So when I say I'm grateful for what is, I might follow that up with, and what is? What am I noticing? What specifically am I grateful for? We can use our senses to guide that. I'm grateful for the taste of good coffee, the sounds of what is familiar, what feels like home. I'm going to fall silent and let you begin to notice those things. Wherever you are, wherever your feet are planted, where can you find gratitude right now, specifically? And it can be in the outside world and it can be internal. I'm grateful for this breath. I'm grateful for these feet. And if your mind gets distracted, just come back to the breath. In, out. And as we begin to close, take one trip with your breath. Follow it all the way in. And then one long exhale, as long as you can breathe it out. If you're able to add sound to that, do. You might move your head as you open your eyes. You might shake it off or shake it in, whatever you want to do. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Be well. I'll see you next week. Take care.